In this second video in our series on child abuse and other criminal cases in South Africa, we will look at the case of the murder of the 4-year-old Bokgabo Poo. Our story begins in Wattville, a township in Benoni, Gauteng, South Africa. The date is Monday, October 10, 2022. The time 1600 hours. This was the last time little Bokgabo was seen playing with a 5-year-old boy in Maseling Park, not far from her home. It was also the last time she was seen alive. She was reported missing to the police on the same day. The next day the police and community members searched around the child's house and the park where she was last seen. The date is Tuesday, October 11, 2022, the day after little Bokgabo disappeared. While the neighborhood and police were looking for the child, an elderly woman notified her neighbors and authorities about a grisly discovery in her garden while sweeping. She discovered human toes sticking out of the ground, in her yard, almost 1 kilometer from the park where Bokgabo was last seen. Following the discovery of the leg in the elderly lady's garden, a child's mutilated body was recovered in a shallow grave in an open veldt, only 800 meters away from the first find. The body parts were taken by the police's forensic unit for DNA testing to determine whether it was Bokgabo's remains. As part of the investigation, the police found CCTV footage of a male walking with Bokgabo on the day of her disappearance. The CCTV footage was distributed on social media and a petrol attendant recognized the 30-year-old male with Bokgabo. It was later revealed that the man, identified as the 30-year-old Nkosi Zikali, was out on bail after raping a 9-year-old girl. Zikali was arrested on Friday, October 14, 5 days after Bokgabo's murder. The date is Saturday, October 15, 2022, 6 days after the disappearance of little Bokgabo. The parents of the little girl were called to identify the remains found in 2 shallow graves. The DNA confirmed that it was the remains of Bokgabo and her parents confirmed the clothing was that of Bokgabo. A birthmark on her chest and a missing tooth further confirmed to the grieving parents that the remains were indeed that of their child. Bokgabo's eyes and other mutilated body parts have never been found and Zikali has refused to tell the bereaved family where the other missing body parts are. The date is Monday, October 24, 2022. 2 weeks after the kidnapping, murder, and mutilation of 4-year-old Bokgabo. Zikali has been charged with the kidnapping, murder, and mutilation of Bokgabo. During an appearance in court, Bokgabo's bereaved father begged Zikali to explain where he buried the missing body parts so that they can hold a burial for the child. On November 7, 2022, 3 weeks after Bokgabo's murder, she is laid to rest, with missing body parts. The funeral is a somber occasion for the entire community, which has become a part of this tragic story of a once joyful and laughing child whose life was cut short in such a violent manner. The date is November 14, 2022. During the bail application, the court heard that Zikali stand accused in another case of rape of a 9-year-old girl in 2021, which happened in the same area as Bokgabo's murder. It was decided the 2 cases would run concurrently in the Pretoria High Court. Zikali abandoned his bail bid out of a fear of the angry community. The date is Wednesday, August 2, 2023, almost 10 months after the murder of Bokgabo. A trial within a trial began in Pretoria High Court when Zikali claimed he was beaten and tortured by police, after being arrested, to point out where the child's body parts were buried. He also claimed that his rights were not fully read to him, and he was not cautioned that pointing out body parts could be self-incriminating. The evidence was found to be inadmissible. The date is Friday, August 4, 2023. After a short trial, the state closed its case. The judgment that was soon to follow shocked the whole community. The date is Monday, August 7, 2023. The presiding judge found that the state could not prove beyond reasonable doubt that Zikali had anything to do with the murder of little Bokgabo and he was found not guilty and acquitted of all charges. He was however found guilty of the kidnapping and rape of the 9-year-old child. The date is Thursday, August 10, 2023. The presiding judge sentenced Zikali to life imprisonment for the kidnapping and rape of a child in 2021. Although justice was denied for little Bokgabo, the police told the parents and community that a new team of investigators would be appointed to find Bokgabo's killer. Bokgabo's horrible murder had never been avenged as of March 2024, when this video was published. The police have not revealed any updates on the new team's investigations. The accused and sentenced Zikali was not positively linked to the 4-year-old's death, and the murderer or murderers may still be at large. The ICPU's evaluation of the Bokgabo Poo case. The Bokgabo Poo case exemplifies the terrible situation of South Africa's child protection system. On reflection, the police's cooperation with the community in finding little Bokgabo, as well as the utilization of CCTV footage to locate the last person seen with her, should be commended. It is encouraging to see how swiftly she was located, and an arrest was made. What follows is when things go horribly wrong. The absence of evidence from the crime scene, autopsy evidence, witness accounts and statements, and overall incompetent police investigations destroyed this case. Poor police investigations are demonstrated by the trial taking nearly a year to start and only a week to finish. The appointment of a new investigative team, which appears to have never occurred, is another indication of the poor state of the South African police force.